Hey, Sarah here. I am so glad that you are here today. And you're probably here today because you are ready to lead in the human way. And what I mean by that is humanizing the workplace in every aspect that you can. Because as a business owner and as a leader, you want to fix the culture. You want to actually lead your people and grow your business without all the chaos. So if you're building and growing or managing a team, welcome. I'm really excited that you're here today. What I would like to discuss is capacity. I've seen this time and time again where this has been so overlooked. Leadership, management, whoever is leading a team, this is a blind spot. And now I know, before we get into it, I've had conversations, I've seen it on the interwebs, all of the things about how people first leadership is ridiculous, right? You have a business, you're making money, but how does your business run internally? It is your team. It's so important that we take care of the people that are helping us grow our business. We're not some big box company that is in corporate greed. We're not that. And I believe this is why a lot of the times people are attracted to small businesses because we actually care as humans. The other day, I posted this question. If someone on your team came to you and said, I'm at full capacity, what would you do? And here are some of the responses that I got. Here's one. Working with them to see what can be moved off their plate. Are they doing something outside of their zone of genius that is taxing their capacity? Have them take a day or two break. Start looking for someone to support them, take over the things that aren't in their zone of genius. That right there. This is how I responded. I love how you start by saying working with them too. As a leader, you have to get their feedback and see what's working versus what's not. If you don't, it gets into where they're not engaged, errors, and eventually want to quit. And their response was because it's a partnership, so they need to be able to like what they have and space to take care of themselves too. That right there. You are taking care of your people. You are in a partnership because the way that your business runs internally is going to affect it externally. Another response was, do people do that? That sounds like they're taking a high level of ownership already. I'd ask them what they think it would take to solve that. And I responded, asking questions is a great way to get feedback. More often than not, people don't speak up and say they're at full capacity. But as leaders, we need to have our eyes open to see what's going on. We have to be aware of our business and the way that we are building and growing, managing, leading our teams. Because if you're not aware, things are going to happen that we don't like for capacity to even be a conversation. They're just like, here's the task, do this, here's what's going on. But never take a moment to slow down and have a conversation with their team. But we have to have a conversation with our team to make sure that they're not burning out. They have enough workload, and if they have more than what they can take on, then yes, then now it's time to reevaluate to see what is actually going on. Have the capacity so that when we clock out and we, do our second shift, we go to our home life, and some of us are raising kids, some of us have a family, like we're doing all these different things. And if we're at full capacity, we can't always keep going and going. Eventually, they're going to burn out and they're not going to want to be part of the team anymore. So you have to have that conversation. It's about how you resource your team. How do you support them in staying clear and capable of delivering the work? Here's what happens when you ignore it. Deadlines get missed because now they're at full capacity and something's due tomorrow, but then something's going on today and things are not the way they're supposed to. Quality slips, and your highest performers start disengaging. They're going to go quiet. They're not going to want to participate in anything anymore. So if someone on your team says, at capacity, that's not a problem. It means they feel safe enough to tell you that something needs to change. But here's the thing, you have to listen to them. You have to be willing to say, okay, let's look at your workload. Let's have a team meeting, see how everybody else's workload is. And maybe this will have us have to hire somebody else. Here's what you need to ask yourself as a leader. Do I even know what full capacity looks like for each person on my team? Do I have systems in place to track workloads, or am I just guessing? Have I created a culture where people feel safe saying I'm overwhelmed without fear of judgment? Ignoring capacity doesn't make it go away. We need to address it now. You can't build a people first business if your team is constantly operating on full capacity. So the next time someone says that they're at capacity, don't panic, don't guilt them, and don't pile on more work. Ask questions such as what's on your plate now, what's unclear, where are you stuck, what can I shift, delay, delegate to somebody else, or remove. That's how you support your team. That's how you grow your team so that they want to stay where they're at. This week, I want you to ask your team, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your capacity right now? And truly listen to them. If they say, I'm over the limit, then right then and there, take the time and have a conversation with them to see what really is going on. And if you are needing help with this and figuring out a better way to delegate, a better way to help grow your team, don't forget that you can sign up for your free systems and team audit today. And all the information is going to be in the show notes. Talk soon.